The last couple months have been amazing. Sarah and I found out that we have a little missionary on the way, and we're so excited. We've started serving at our church, Casa de Dios, as ushers. We've gotten to know people better and are really enjoying it. Our cousin Dwayne came from the States on a mission to help the local firefighters. We got to know them well and made friends quickly. Dwayne brought equipment for the firefighters, and they were so grateful. It opened the door for us to share our testimonies with them and tell them about Jesus. I still see these firefighters and have ongoing relationships with them. When Dwayne and I weren't firefighting, we went off to a village called Campesino. We took a 2-hour ride on a motorcycle through a dirt road in the jungle to get to Campesino. Pastor Pedro is the pastor of a church in Campesino. His congregation has outgrown his church. Once we arrived at his village, we got right to work. We started by cutting down the excess rebar on the walls to prepare for the trusses that we would be building, as Pastor Pedro created his own scaffolding. The work was long and hard, but we made progress, and slowly we saw the church grow. On a subsequent visit a few weeks later with a good friend of mine, Rich Bradshaw, we began putting on the tin roof. The lamina sheets were huge and they were hard to get on. It was getting dark and we'd only finished about half of the roof, so we decided to spend the night. We set up camp in the half-finished church. Unfortunately, a tropical downpour came that evening. Rich and I woke up in our tent surrounded by water. There wasn't much we could do, but we moved the tent to the highest ground we could find and went back to sleep. I woke up in the morning a little wet, but ready to finish the roof. Day 2 seemed to go by quickly, and the roof steadily went on. When Pastor Pedro first came to this village, there were very few Christians. His church grew slowly, but steadily, and over the years their numbers grew. In recent years, there wasn't enough room for them to fit in their old church, which is why he began asking for a new church to be built. I've watched over the past couple years as little by little progress has been made. Just recently funding came in for the church to be finished, and so in the last few months, both the walls and the roof have gone up. His church is only a few months away from being completely finished, and he's overjoyed about it. I'll be returning for the church's inauguration in a couple months. On Dia de Niños, a Guatemalan holiday celebrating children, Chris Russell, one of GTN's missionaries, had a very large program for children. About 700 children and almost 200 mothers showed up. Sarah and I were privileged to take part. It was an amazing event. We knew many of the children from the weekly children's programs that Chris Russell has every Friday. We've been amazed to see some of the transformation that has taken place in some of these children. Our heart in this is to see the whole next generation raised up to serve Jesus and advance His kingdom. Well, I hope you enjoyed this update. Sarah and I are so grateful to each and every single one of you that partner with us. May God bless you abundantly.